Fund, which is phenomenal what he's doing for minorities and other nationalities from a scholarship perspective. We're also going to talk about the basketball player, T, who was one of the stars at UConn, how he goes to bed starving.
Man, he looked like he was starving the way he was playing, man.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the Ultimate Warrior. He died at 54. He was a professional wrestler and famous person. Get into that discussion with steroid uses and all that kind of stuff. There's also this cat, this bishop out of Atlanta. Oh my goodness, he's building these $3 million mansions. God help him. So we're going to talk about that. Is it greed or is it religion? We're also going to talk about Jay-Z, about his medallions, and does he believe white people are wicked, or is he, does he believe in the devil? I mean, there's so much of that stuff going on. We're going to talk about that. We're going to find out. And then we got this woman who brutally beats up an elderly couple in a restaurant because they asked her to stop cursing.
What they do now?
I don't know, man. So we're going to talk about that and what is this world coming to. And then we're going to talk about a nursing home who books strippers. That's right, a nursing home of people that have slob come out their mouth.
What's the name of that?
I don't know, but they're booking strippers. And see, Alfie's over here laughing over here saying they're trying to get the jam on.
Let out the mic. We want them laughing in the mic.
And then the last topic is, why does so many celebs always got to be fighting in clubs and getting there? What's going on with that stuff? So don't leave us. We'll be right back on the other side. We have a lot of hot topics here on Blitz FM on the flow with capital T and Kirkland. Don't leave. We'll get you on the other side. Yeah, well, let me give the listeners, because I don't think you know who we have in the studio. I mean,
tell them who we got.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, T? Alfie Soul is a critically acclaimed soul and R&B music artist whose self-distributed album Lovely landed number 10 spot, wow, on the Soul Tracks Top 10 CD list. Put her in a class with Eric Badu, Angela Johnson, Jill Scott. Many consider her supportive anthem for the, Brothers, Baby It's Cold Outside, Alfie's signature tune, which I want to hear some of that a little later on.
Okay.
The music video for the single stayed in rotation on BET and VH1 for months.
Yeah.
And Video Soul for one. Wow. It was featured on videosoul.com. After Lovely, Alfie's life suddenly took an unexpected turn. We'll talk about that in her career. She began watching pieces of her life fall apart, and passing of her father was very, detrimental to her. During her pregnancy, shortly after that, she experienced a heartbreak and financial downfall, and left her homeless? Oh man, we got to talk about that, man. And then, shocking her friends and family, she parted ways with what she loved for all these years, 2011 to 2013, and now she is back to rediscover herself, rebuild her life with her family. And so tell us, what happened, Alfie? What went down?
And all of that you just read happened in about the same year.
And you're not alone. That can happen to anyone.
Yeah,
you understand?
And it's enough to drive you crazy, but it didn't. I have faith in God. I have a strong family that keeps uplifting me and pushing me. My children are my major inspiration. I'm a proud mother of beautiful children.
I see.
And my baby girl's in here with me.
and sweetheart, what's your name, sweetheart?
Sayini.
Sayini, that's beautiful. How old are you?
14.
14.
And so Yini's actually an aspiring singer as well. She goes to Duke Ellington. This is her first year there.
Oh, she is.
Yes,
she is.
She's doing very, very well. I'm extremely proud of her. I'm mentoring her in her career, so I like to have her shadow me. All of my children are very artsy, and whatever it is they're interested in, I go to it.
So,
I help them.
sweetheart, do you sing also?
Yes.
Oh, what do you sing? What type of?
Everything really.
Okay. What's your favorite?
R&B.
R&B.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's Mama's girl.
That's
Mama's
right.
girl, looking good over there.
That's
So
her baby.
let's get back to you. So, what happened? Just things just fell apart at the same time?
Literally everything happened around the same time. I was working in DCPS part-time.
Okay.
And
What's DCPS? I'm sorry.
DC Public Schools.
Oh, public schools. Okay, my bad.
I was working in DC Public Schools part-time. I was pregnant with my son, who's now 3. Around the same time when I found out I was pregnant, we found out my father was terminally ill with cancer.
I'm so sorry.
And it just kind of spiraled from there, the baby daddy drama happened, and you know that didn't
that
work
stuff
out.
happens sometimes.
And then I became in a situation where was financially challenged because, like I said, I was part-timing DCPS, and then I was also full-time in music. But being an independent artist,
Oh yeah.
you know, it's up and down.
It's a different, yeah.
And got behind, and I just had to walk away from it all, you know. And I had to heal. I had to nurture this baby that was coming. I had to nurture my children because they were in such shock from losing their papa, you know. And I had to take care of myself so I can, you know, be stronger and come back stronger, you know, full-fledged I feel. And it was too much at the time, you know. And I had to take a break.
That just goes to show you about perseverance of a spirit in a person.
Absolutely.
Where you catch your hardships, but it did not define you as for how your life is going to be.
Right.
You can persevere and make great things happen.
That's right.
And you got that 9-to-5 job, and you got dreams. You got to make that choice. Every person got to make that choice if you want to do what you want to do in your life and go after it. And we applaud you for doing
Thank
that.
you so much.
Alfie, tell us your new projects. You working on a new single?
Yes, actually, I'm Gonna Shine is my comeback single that we played first, and it's basically talking about, you know, everything I've gone through. This is my time. You know, I've recuperated. I've got it together, and that was the first song that inspired me. I was in Philly a couple of years ago, and actually the guy who produced both of those songs, Damon Dizzy Fingers Bennett, he's out of Philadelphia.
Say that 5 times.
And exactly, tongue twister. And he plays with a lot of artists, Kendrick Family Soul, you know, a lot of different artists.
I love those guys.
Out of Philly, and he and I are very close. And he always, every time I see him, he has a track for me. Sorry was the first one. That was from Lovely. And then he played I'm Gonna Shine. He said, I have this folder for you. Every time I see him, he has a folder of music. Let me play this. And
nice catalog. Wow.
I said, wait a minute, I like that one. And so I just sat down, and in 15 minutes, that one was on my heart. I was ready to, you know, to come back and to sing and to share, you know, my stories. Everything I write or everything I sing is a story, you know, that I've actually lived. I don't make up stuff, you know, it really comes from my heart, you know, things I've experienced or things I've seen, you know, and it touched me. So, and this song is, I mean, this CD is another, you know, addition or, you know, to those stories, you know. And with me having so many heavy stories behind this album, I have a lot to say,
Well,
you know.
let me ask you this. Where does the name Afi Soul come from?
Well, Afi is actually my birth name. It's my middle name, and it means spiritual. It also means girl born on Friday. My mom named me for the fact of it being spiritual. She just felt in her heart that I would be that type of, you know, person growing up. And it's from Ghana, West Africa. And everyone in my family, you heard my daughter's name is Soyini. Her name is from Nigeria. All of us have African names and names that, you know, name what you hope your child to grow and to develop to be. Like her name means richly endowed, and she is.
Well, I'm going to name my child Warren Buffett.
Okay, well that works too.
I'm trying to get dollars. I'm trying to get dollars. You better believe it.
That works, okay.
So listeners, call us at 202-629-3746. That's 202-629-3476. Hit us up on Twitter at #TheFlowTK, #TheFlowTK, and obviously hit us up on Facebook. So why don't we do a little live performance here in the studio?
Okay.
Can you bless us,
Sure.
Alfie?
Let me
little
see.
something.
I don't think you all have Free Yourself, and I'm kind of feeling that a little bit today. It's from
Whatever you feeling, girl.
Well, this song is called Free Yourself, and
Free
it
Yourself.
was produced by Greg Rice, who's from here in DC. And again, it's speaking to just releasing and letting go. And it's from the first album, Lovely. Okay.
All right, get up, y'all. Here at Bliss FM in Washington, D.C. On the flow, Alfie Soul.
All the words supposed to be cannot be your reality. Getting caught up in illusion that truth is only skin deep. Want the truth, you've got to look further than what eyes can see. Want to find happiness, you've got to know what it is to be me. Me yourself, me yourself. Be yourself, free your mind, baby. Let go of your inhibitions. Set your spirit free. Just follow your intuition. Loosen up, take a breath, do what you gotta do, and meditate on that, baby. Ease up your vibe, ease up yourself, free yourself.
All right, give it up, y'all. Give it up, y'all.
Oh my gosh, turn them in moist.
You silly.
That was really, really smooth.
Thanks.
Like I ask all the artists when they come in here, if you could say 5 years from now, where would you want to be and what would you want to be doing 5 years from now? Think about it. You don't have to
Oh,
rush.
I already know.
Oh, she been dreaming about
I got a
this.
plan.
Where would you be? Where would you be?
5 years from now, I would be booked, totally booked, full, calendar full as a, performance artist, traveling, touring internationally.
Internationally.
Definitely financially stable so that my children can have that strong, basic foundation and not want for anything. That's a big thing that's on my heart. And my own house that I own,
All right.
So those are major goals for me that I'm working very hard
And
for.
how many Grammys would you want to have?
Oh,
5
Grammys,
years.
let's see.
Let's see.
I can work with maybe 2 or 3,
2 or 3 Grammys.
Yeah, I can work with 2 or 3. 5 I'll take,
The only house on the block paid for.
That's right. You heard it here, Bliss FM. Alfie Soul, she is
Doing her thing.
doing her thing here in Bliss FM. And young lady, tell us, where do you want to take this thing in the business? You want to stay in the business?
Yes, I want to. I'm gonna become a professional singer.
So I know your mom is your inspiration. Do you write your own songs? Does your mom write your songs? Do you original stuff? What do you do?
I sometimes write my own songs, but I haven't recorded anything yet.
We're
Okay.
working on that.
You're working on that.
Yeah.
Mama gonna get her in the
We're working on
studio.
it. I told her, let me finish this project so then I could focus on her. We're going to do probably a EP where we can, get a teaser where people can hear. Because I'm so proud of my daughter. I'm proud of all my children. But now sometimes I have her open up for me at my show.
Oh, we're gonna test you, girl. I want you to give us a sample.
It's
Come on now.
on.
If you're gonna be a
Let's give
performance, you gotta always be ready.
Let's go,
And
baby.
this how it go.
Let's go, baby.
Do your thing, baby girl. Here, Bliss FM.
All these problems ringing in my head, alarming me, keeping me out of my bed, contemplating on a remedy. See, aspirin won't do it, no, to cure these blues. See, these situations playing me close makes me feel like I'm running in circles. With these situations playing me close makes me feel like I'm running in circles.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is beautiful.
I'm running in circles for real.
What's next? So what's the perspective on you as you move back into this industry?
Well, I would definitely like to thank you guys for having me, and I'm asking everyone who's on the listening ear to please support and listen to my music and go to my website.
What's your website?
It's AFigotSoulmusic. AFigotSoulmusic.com. And just, pay attention and share my music and share your thoughts and sign up for the email list on there. And just anyone who's listening as well, just know that you can persevere and you can keep going, and no matter what happens in your life, if you have a goal and a dream, keep focused on that and it will definitely come to, to fruition. So thank you.
Bless
very
you so much. You
Thank
also can contact her, LaWanda White, her public relations communication specialist, at 757, looks like 695-119, 0119. That's 757-695-0119 if you want to contact her for bookings. Any last words, sweetheart, about today?
Thanks for having us here. Yeah.
And you know what? I want to commend you. Even though you've been through some tragedies, your daughter's well-spoken.
Thank you.
She's very presentable, good eye contact, good posture. So, Mom, you're doing a heck of a job.
I'm working.
Even though you've been through some trials and tribulations, you must have kept God in your life. And I guess God bless you. And thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So, we're going to take a slight little break.
Everything's got to get better.
Sing a capital T. Go ahead.
All you never like to see such memory and pain.
A pseudo singer in the studio.
We flowing right now. I feel so capital T, we go
Capital T
wild.
here at Bliss FM. Jamming. Donnie Hathaway.
Yes.
Guess I'm drinking that liquor, boy.
A little swing that down. Got me some of that yak. Some of that yak.
See, that's music. You know what I'm saying? Music like that will never go out of style.
That's right. I love
We
it.
all about soul up in
And
here.
Alfie Soul, she likes that kind of stuff,
I
right?
do. I really do. I like a lot of the
Old school.
Yeah, they just. That's when it was pure.
That's it.
You know,
Pure
it was
and
so
rich.
pure and real. That people
Yeah.
were singing from their heart
I know.
and from their real experiences. You know.
Turn the line. Yeah, there you go. All right, we're back here. So now we're going to bring it back to the regular flow with hot topics. We've had our singer in the studio, our singers actually, not just one singer. But let's get to hot topics. We bring the heat every single week here on Bliss FM. The flow with capital T in Kirkland. What's trending, you say? Well, you know what's trending? UConn has won the national championship, the men and the women.
And the women. Woo,
What's up with that, man?
I don't know. They need to step their game up all around town. They ain't no more North Carolina. They ain't no more Dukies.
You know what I'm saying? And you got, hey, yo, and Carl Holmes, by the way, is a good friend of mine. He's the assistant coach. So good for you. Shout out to you, Carl Holmes. He used to be the head coach of George Washington back in the day. And he's a brother, by the way. And he's the assistant coach. So good for him. That's called job security. But speaking of UConn with the men and the women, and congratulations, there was a young man, I'm sure you heard about this, having won the championship, indicates, capital T, that he goes to bed hungry. How is that possible being in college? And he says, well, you know what? We get all these jerseys, our names on our jerseys being sold, and we should get some of that money. What do you think about that, T? T, do you think college kids should get paid for their sports?
Yes, because people keep consistently talking about how they want to see the college games more than they want to see NBA.
You know,
So,
true.
and so facto, if they get paid a little stipend, you know, 'cause
Stipend,
they're putting together a little union to get paid.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, so that's why he's coming out with it. He's coming hard. So that's a good precedent to put him as the president of the association that they're trying to make.
Precedent, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
as well as build better capital for themselves.